Hey everybody, this is Brad Bruce, and I'm here with,
Jace Marsiglia.
and you're listening to the 5195 podcast.
Back at it, my friends. And we got guests. Guests, plural. We have our producer, Miss Tina Simonian.
Hello, hello.
She's really tied up right now.
She
Nice
is
to see you guys again.
tangled.
Yeah.
And our good friend, Richard Iniguez, has returned to the studio,
Good evening.
much to the chagrin of his
Good morning.
agents and
Good
managers.
afternoon.
Yeah.
His manager is pissed right now.
Can't believe you went back on the show with those chuckle fucks. But yeah,
Wow.
it's cool. Like, we're cool.
You think so?
He came back, didn't he?
Yeah, but we tricked him to coming back. And he brought food.
And he was so nice.
He came in and he brought food, and it's like, wow.
I know. I
guy's-
know.
You know, talking
guy's
about
a saint.
food and film.
Yes.
Did you ever do a commercial where you had to eat a hamburger over and over and over again?
Sounds like my dream.
I did. Well, it wasn't a commercial.
Your dream. Oh my God.
I'm like, oh, we screwed it up again. Ah, drag.
You know, you think they taste good, but they don't taste good on camera.
Oh, no,
Did-
not
did-
prop
Did
food.
you have your bucket?
I did.
Yeah.
I did have my bucket.
You're on camera and you're smiling and you're chewing away and oh, this is delicious. Okay, cut.
Oh,
Absolutely.
No, they're great. They're
that's
great. But
gross.
when you have to do it over and over again, it just becomes,
No, mine was disgusting. Mine was like microwaved steak. It was like raw steak they took and
oh, you
microwaved.
told me that. Yeah.
Yeah. And they were, at the time especially, I really wasn't eating meat too much. So that was like a really extra cute little cherry on top. It was this big, fat, bloody, disgusting, chewy steak.
Oh,
And I was being force fed by this guy who was playing the devil.
Is
Yeah.
this a Simpsons episode?
Should have given him the meat.
Yeah. it
So I
was,
hear you
crazy.
like donuts.
Yeah, I know. I'm sitting there in a restaurant crying. There's tears rolling down my face. It wasn't fun.
I remember that now. I know what that is
Yeah,
now.
it's
Yep,
a
I did
drag.
see that.
It was a drag.
And what was yours for?
Can I say the name?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, McDonald's.
Oh, okay.
Nice.
And I did Jack in the Box too.
There you go.
Wow.
Yeah.
Oh, fuck.
Not the same year.
Okay.
Because of that conflict.
Conflict. Yeah.
See, their food tastes good.
Yeah. Oh, but probably not after, 4 or 5 hours of doing it?
No.
He's like, I'm on my second bucket.
No.
No, it's an interesting story. The guy who played my grandfather was an actor from way before I was. And he was in a thing called The Green, Emerald Forest.
Okay.
A long time ago, Stuart Granger and I don't know who else. And this guy, as I got to know him, because people didn't like him, for some reason they didn't gravitate towards him. And we sat and we talked and so forth. He went all over the world as a circus performer. Now, this guy's like your height, maybe 5'2"? No,
Ish.
5'2".
With heels.
Laying
Yeah.
on your back.
Yeah.
No, he was like 6'2",
Okay.
a big guy.
Yeah.
And he used to ride a unicycle. I have his unicycle.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Wow.
And he says, I rode this for the kings and queens of Europe. And I go,
Really?
Oh, wow.
Oh, yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. Really a nice man. It was just, and then he died.
Oh,
Yeah.
God.
Just
Spoiler
maybe a year
alert.
after
Jeez. Yeah.
I met him. Yeah. And had so much respect for him after hearing his whole life story,
Yeah.
the adventures and so forth. It
Oh,
was just
I love it.
amazing. Yeah.
That's a good segue into why we're all here right now. We actually invited you guys back because you're both in the industry, and we were just curious about.
The industry?
There you go. I thought she was going to say it, but she didn't. It's okay. Yeah, especially
we were talking about death, and you were like, let's segue into.
Well, I mean,
I was like, are we
going
going to die?
Oh
Oh.
God, jeez,
Oh.
jeez
I know, I got
Christ.
scared.
We called
No.
this episode
Industry.
The Pact.
Yeah, I was like,
guess
this is not
so.
what we talked about before we started the
Wow.
show.
Jeez, that took a right turn.
The industry.
Yeah.
I actually have died many times on stage.
Yeah.
Do you have a count?
No, thank goodness. because
No?
I was hoping the play lasted longer, but no. That's the concept of dying on stage.
Yeah.
So which do you prefer? I don't know if we've asked you this before. Which do you prefer, stage acting or film camera? Because it's very different.
Well, they're very different, but I anything to do with the concept of acting is I like.
Mhm.
There's no best. They're different. I enjoy stage a lot because of the rehearsal, because you get to know the other performer, you're moving around, and you're going to be doing it for, a couple of weeks, and
Mhm.
it's fun.
Yeah.
I had heard people who prefer stage, it's because of the instant gratification. Like if a joke lands, you get to hear it in real time. People laugh at it, or you hear people cry or whatever.
I could see that.
Whereas movies, you have to wait months, if not years, for it to be completed and put in theaters. And by that point, you're divorced from the material. And that's what I understood from stage actors was they get a charge because you're getting real time feedback,
Yeah.
technically.
That's true.
Ye-
I just don't think about it.
Yeah.
I'm in the moment, so I just go for it. But you still have to. It's a wave. The laugh. If it's a comedy, you're going to have to play it with the audience,
Mhm.
because you can say the joke and then you kill it because they're already laughing at you and you haven't even finished the punchline.
Right.
So you have to be careful.
Yeah, I could see people chasing that adrenaline
Mhm.
because you definitely feel that sense of,
You have adrenaline?
yeah, when I perform on stage, I get crazy adrenaline, but not when I'm performing on camera. It's totally different for me.
Okay, so what about you then?
Yeah, no, camera. I don't like stage acting very much. I
really?
did when I was
Yeah.
younger, but now as an adult, I feel like maybe I just got unlucky the few times I did stage shows. Like I agreed to one where we were like 2 weeks out because the original actor quit and someone asked, would you please do it? And I was like, yeah, sure. Sure, no problem. I'm only playing one character. Their lines aren't crazy. It's mainly just the beginning. And I showed up to rehearsal and I was playing like that one character was actually like 5 characters. It was just like a figurative person. It was like the narrator.
Mm-hmm. No, keep going. I'm interested.
I wanted to die when I found out. When I got there and I had my lines memorized for the that first character, the narrator person. And then they were like, all right, you're up. And I was like, what do you mean I'm up? I did my lines. And they're like, no, you're also this person, this person, this person, and this person.
Jeez.
Yeah.
Drastic character switches, too.
Yeah. I had a lot of costume changes and
Jeez.
it was interesting. And I feel like I took it really seriously, because after that,
Sure.
yeah, the adrenaline was crazy. After that, I
Wow.
don't know if I've done a few things after that. I like sketch comedy, like,
Mm.
because that's, you're supposed to be, it's more, to me, it's more fun because you're not, it's all comedy. Maybe if I'd been doing a comedy piece, it would have been different. Maybe
Right.
it was the things I've been working with. I always get offered really serious roles.
Mm. Do you have any improv training or anything
Yeah.
like that?
Yeah, I started out doing improv, actually,
Okay.
before I got into more serious acting.
That's cool.
Yeah, so I like sketch comedy, improv, that kind of stuff. Like live, I like to do that kind of stuff live. Actually, I
that's-
prefer that over
I was going to say,
film acting.
especially for comedy, you definitely know whether or not the audience is hooked or charged,
Yeah.
'Cause, yeah, a big laugh is going to probably just further motivate you and get that dopamine hit and the adrenaline rush, and you're off to the races, man.
Yeah.
I imagine that would be cool.
Did you do any sketch comedy or
Well,
anything?
this is going to sound a little stupid on my part, but when you say sketch,
Mhm.
that's a script.
Uh-huh.
You
Yeah.
memorize. the
Yep,
lines.
we did a lot of sketch comedy. We had a group of people and we would sell tickets. We would rent a black box theater and we'd sell tickets and we would sell out. We would do like 5 or 6 shows where we had a bunch of sketches
Oh my!
and people would come in and just pay to watch us do these sketches live and
That's
we'd
funny.
make money at the end of the week, and it was pretty cool. It was fun.
That's dope.
Are any of those recorded?
I'm sure they are.
Why?
sure they are.
Why the
I'm sure they
hesitancy?
are. I don't know where they'd be. Somewhere.
That would be
on the
interesting to see.
Hell yeah.
internet. Yeah, they were there. I know all the promo stuff is still out there.
Promo?
Yeah, because
Really?
we did a lot of promo. It was called Upstage. So if you just look that up, yeah, there's gonna be lots of pictures and posters and all sorts of stuff.
Cool.
Yeah.
Wow. And this was in Los Angeles?
It was in Fresno.
Oh, Fresno.
Mhm.
Fresno.
We used the Fresno Soap Co. to do it, to perform out of there.
Well, let me ask you two gentlemen a question. Have either one of you ever seen her on screen?
Just a couple of things.
Yeah.
Yeah.
On what is that? Not Facebook, but the other one.
I don't know.
Oh, what?
So
You're,
many.
you're supposed to help me remember. not-
YouTube. Here, I'll help you.
you-
YouTube, Instagram.
Instagram.
Okay.
Yeah, I saw something. Your commercials are on Instagram.
Oh yeah, yeah. I have my commercial reel on there. But that's.
You never showed them the vampire one?
Oh, I don't know. That one's older. That was my first ever. We had like I don't know, 48 hours or something
Was that
to write a
Vampira
script.
or what?
It was no, it wasn't Vampire. Not at all. It was we had like 48 hours to write, shoot,
And produce.
and produce and you know, yeah, like put together a short film basically.
Mm.
So yeah, a few of my friends and I just got together and just wrote it out. Got asked a bunch of friends for favors, and we all had that one weekend to do it, right? So some of us would come help me, you know, on my project, and then they would leave to go help other people on their project, and so we were just all running back and forth, helping each other do this little film race so we could all compete. Yeah, we did. It was My Roommate's a Vampire, where I played a vampire.
Now I got to see this.
You've
Yeah.
never seen it?
No, I've
It's
seen
funny. It's okay.
Oh, it's good, dude.
So
I've seen
all right.
Alter.
No, it's good.
I've
Okay.
seen Alter.
Alter's good, yeah.
Yeah.
I've seen the one with the devil in the diner where you're the
The
waitress.
Shift.
The
Yeah.
shift.
That made
Yep.
like millions of dollars.
That was good though.
Mhm.
That was a good movie.
Mhm.
And then probably your commercial reel.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like I'm forgetting one though.
Garlic.
Garlic
No,
and gunpowder,
gosh.
where you're look like
Oh, yeah,
were you
yeah.
blocking grandma's view during a show?
I was
Oh, what was
Yeah.
Grandma looking at?
a hard, sir.
A hard sir.
Yeah, a hard sir.
Hmm.
Cryptic.
An erection.
Bountiful penis.
Grandma was looking at an erection.
Yeah.
Off camera? You're on camera?
Okay, so the guy was doing a ballet. He was right. He was
Yes.
dancing around in a tutu,
Yeah.
and he saw these girls that he was attracted to, and he, you know,
Got an erection.
Yeah.
pitched it to.
This is during a film.
Yeah.
Pitched a 10.
And you're on camera.
Oh, no, this was a...
He's off stage.
I thought
Yeah,
this
and it was
during
scripted.
lunch.
It was all scripted. It's in the movie.
He did that
Yeah,
on
yeah.
cue?
Yeah. Well,
Well,
no,
yeah,
no,
'cause you
no.
just
It's
think
a.
Probably
We
three.
had. I think at one point that movie had a whole entire.
Yeah, they turned...
Sex
So you
shop?
remember like our little entrance area in the studio when you would walk through the
Yes,
front door?
Right.
That They turned that into a sex shop.
Yeah.
Oh, now it's
No,
right now?
no, during that production.
Oh,
Yeah.
Yeah, during
I
the
see.
production. Yeah, he was like, I'm out of here, I'm leaving.
So yeah.
Yeah. That
That's
studio
me
had.
banging the table here.
So,
Wow,
you know,
there he goes
for the-
again.
There he goes again.
so for the scene, they just crammed a rubber hog down the guy's pants.
Yep.
and-
That was
Yeah,
it.
there were a lot of really weird dildos and stuff all over set.
And
that
and that was
production.
like behind the scenes.
Yeah. It's not even on camera.
Crew and there was a
Avocados,
on
yeah.
That was a great pun there.
Yeah. I definitely have been on quality projects. Well,
Lucky
the,
you.
The shift was actually quality.
Yeah.
No,
I
The Shift
actually
was
have
awesome.
done. Yeah, you know what? All of the really quality projects I've done, I owe to Carolyn because she actually booked me really good jobs. Like all my really good commercial jobs I did for like Monrovia Gardens or like for the iPhone stuff. It was all Carolyn who booked me for
Cool.
everything. Yeah. So all the less professional things were just like friends being like, "Hey, can you help?" Like Felissa was the one who got me on Garlic and Gunpowder. She originally wanted me as like a waitress in some like red skimpy dress, and I was like, "I'm not doing that, Felissa. I'm not doing that."
She
So
was going to lend you her Redskin.
she was going to.
Oh,
She was going to.
Yeah.
It was her.
But who's Carolyn?
Carolyn was my manager. She passed away a few years ago, so I just stopped kind of doing commercial work because she was the one who would always get me my commercial work. I didn't know where. Well, right before she passed away, she was introducing me to people in LA, and then she passed away, and then I just didn't have the heart to contact them after and be like, "Hey, I know Carolyn just died, so can I get a commercial agent now from
Yeah.
you?" You know, it was just a weird, awkward thing. I wouldn't have done that anyways.
Right.
Plus, I was really disheartened that she passed away.
Of
I was really
course.
sorry. Yeah. So she got me amazing jobs though. Yeah.
Okay, so let me ask. I'm curious. Whoever wants to go first can go first. Do you guys like the audition process?
That's a good one. No, I don't. It's awkward. It's very difficult to get into a moment when there are people staring at you at a table and a cameraman's behind there, shooting your live audition, and the casting director's reading with you and stammers through the piece that you're working on.
Mhm.
No, you do it because you have to.
Mm-hmm.
And the only thing I take away from it is I use the whole room. I don't just sit down and
Oh,
Sure.
Look at the casting director. I'll get up and I'll use the other people in the room as characters in the script.
yeah.
And of course, it takes them aback because they're going, "Why is he looking at me?"
Yeah,
Oh, boy.
they're no longer spectators.
Yeah, exactly. And yeah, but that's about it. But I have actor friends who say, "Oh man, that's my favorite part because I go in there and I got to prove myself," and they're still not working.
I've heard that quite a bit myself, actually.
Mm-hmm.
So they get a charge out of it, but there's no reward.
Yeah.
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 Because I mean, a lot of them will show up in like full costume, and
Yes.
Oof.
they'll
Yeah.
they'll show up as the character, and they won't break.
Yeah, I know.
The infamous Sean Young Batman Returns story comes to mind.
Hmm.
Did you ever hear about that?
No.
She comes storming into her audition for Catwoman in full getup and started whip cracking everybody, and it was kind of like, "We'll call you."
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Carolyn told me never to do that.
Yeah.
Never. I actually like it, but it's not so much because I'm going in there to prove myself. Again, back to Carolyn. Everything goes back to Carolyn. But she told me, they don't want you to fail. Whoever's sitting there, they want you to be the person they're looking for, really, because they're desperate for that
I was
person.
going to say, they want to go home too.
They do. They do. They
You know what
want
I mean?
you to be that person. They do. They're like really rooting for you on the other end because they are looking for that person. So they want you to be that person.
Well, I imagine for them, it's an arduous process.
Yeah.
Watching someone come in and say the same damn thing
Mm-hmm.
over and over and over and over when they're like, watching the clock. I'm missing Little League today because of this. And
Mhm.
yeah, I can't imagine them being like, well, we'll let the first 50 just come and go and we'll kill the clock a little bit,
You see, that's the hard part.
Yeah.
They always told me, "Richard, you want to be the first one in or the last one in?"
Yeah.
They're
Mm.
only going to remember the first one and the last one. Everybody else in
Makes
between
sense.
forget.
That makes a lot of sense.
So,
Yeah.
but you
Yeah.
have no control over that.
Right.
So, yeah.
Yeah. When we were casting for Alter, I do remember one of the last people to audition was the person we ended up casting for the main character who played an autistic guy.
Oh,
But he really nailed it. He was just so good. He really trumped everyone else. He was so much better.
Hmm.
So I feel like it doesn't matter where he would have been in the audition lineup. He would have been the person we picked anyways. But
mean-
we had a girl named Kia. She came in, she was right in the middle, and we didn't have a role for her. We literally just didn't have a role for her, but we loved her so much that we created a role for her at the beginning of the
Wow,
movie.
that's got to be a rare scenario.
Yeah.
too.
So, I mean, she was right in the middle. She wasn't really in the beginning or the end. So,
Mm-hmm.
I don't know.
Mm.
Maybe. I feel like maybe it holds some truth to it.
Can you imagine the stories you hear about people who got noticed because they were the ride
oh yeah.
Yeah.
of somebody who was auditioning and they
Yeah.
didn't even come down here to audition and they're just
Right.
like, "What's your name?
Yeah.
Come here.
Yeah, absolutely.
That's an awkward ride home."
Yeah, for sure. For sure. I think that's one of the reasons why I kind of go into an audition hoping that they want me to be there and they want me to do good. And I also, like I said, started out with the improv training and stuff like that. So it's more normal for me to kind of play it by ear and try new things out. I also did a lot of music in school
Mhm.
and a lot of musical competition. So auditioning and performing and kind of competing against people like that on that level is so normal to me because I've been doing it since I was like 8 years old. It's just so
Mm.
normal. I guess I'm just used to it at this point. Maybe that's why I like it. And then I'm just trying to connect with people. I feel like the connection is more important than anything else because, like I said, they'll find a place for you. They did that for the Gallows too, as well. There was a guy who auditioned. I can't remember his name now, but they didn't exactly have any role for him because he didn't fit the jock stereotype fully. And he
Mhm.
was so funny. And they just wanted to have him around on set. So they literally just kind of made a best friend character for the main character. So he
Oh,
could
that's
always
cool.
just be around.
Yeah.
So they'll, if you're fun and they like you as an actor, they'll keep you.
You may as well just throw caution to the wind and just do your best and be as
Yeah.
likable
Well,
as
you
possible.
always do your best.
Yeah.
You know.
You can't. Yeah.
Yeah, just go in trying to have fun. That's what Carolyn
But
said.
I'll give you an interesting casting. I went up for Hawaii 5-0 for the first time, and the story was two brothers, but one was this flamboyant out there, with all the girls, and the other brother was the one who was looking for approval from his father. and the other one is his father's eye, you know. And so I went in for the audition, and I read the screenplay because they had it there. And what was his name? The producer, creator of it, Freeman, or something like that. Really a nice man. He was the one reading with the casting director, of course, and the director of the episode, but he, for some reason. And I said, I'd rather do the shy brother, the brother who has the problem and looking for, you know, the love of his father and so forth, you know. And he goes, well, no, he did ask me why, and that's what I told him. And he said, well, let's read. So we read. And then I left. And I got in the mail the script. I had been, that's incredible. They would just send you the script.
Mm-hmm.
And there was a note, and it just basically said, thank you. Thank you. I appreciated what you decided was right for you. And it turned out it was. I would be sent a script every year after that to do an episode of Hawaii Five-0.
Wow.
No
So,
kidding.
yeah.
That's
so,
pretty cool.
It does something when you go in and you expect one thing and something else happens.
Right.
And just be true to yourself and do the best you can.
Yeah.
It's pretty rad.
It is.
Yeah. So every year I was in Hawaii, you know, and
So cool.
As
Oh,
different
gosh.
characters, right? Like,
different characters. The first time was
Yeah.
with Eric Estrada and I played brothers. Second
wow.
time was A. Martinez and myself played enemies from the country of, I don't know what, in Latin America. And Edith Diaz played the daughter of the premier, and we were going to go kidnap her, but they're twins. So she
Oh.
played herself twice.
Yeah.
So it was pretty cool. And then the last one was a circus element with Corey Rand, I think it was. And it was neat. That's where it's really important when you're looking at what you do in the jobs that you do. You know, you can be going all over the world, but what is it you're doing?
Mhm.
Here I am, a circus performer,
Yeah.
actually on the wire. And then the previous show, I'm, you know, this activist fighting for his country and
Right.
so forth. So it's just crazy. I think that's the wonderful part of being an actor in this industry, you know, traveling all over the place.
That's
Yeah.
gotta be cool.
Have you? Well, let me see. Good way to put this.
I don't know her name.
Where it doesn't
If-
sound bad. Yeah.
If you told me her name, maybe.
A difference in Hollywood now than back then?
Wow. You know, that's a loaded question because all of a sudden I've been asked several times to go talk about an actor's place in the industry today.
Mm-hmm.
And there is a change, a big change. And that's from within the African American performers on screen. You
Okay.
see many, many more than you ever did before.
Okay.
And some Latinos,
Mm-hmm.
but no Native Americans.
Mm-hmm.
It's just incredible. And look what happened between the balance of men and women. You have a lot more female lead roles. In fact, they're in many cases the lead in the shows that you're performing in,
Mm-hmm.
and you're now the second banana. So
Yeah.
you know, you start to see what they were fighting for. But yeah, there's a big change. You don't make as much money as you did before either.
Why? Wonder why that is.
Well, because you have all these streamers, right?
Okay.
You have all the studios, you have all the networks that are doing things.
Yeah.
And so when you walk in, the first thing they tell you, it's 10. I think it's minimum plus 10.
Okay.
And you go, wait a minute, where's the negotiating here? You know, where
But that's just all they're offering.
that's the first thing that comes out of the casting director's mouth.
Really?
Yeah. And then you're an actor, you want to work,
Yeah.
it's being offered. Your agent calls you and says, well, they want you, but it's minimum plus 10. What's the billing? Well, the billing is this. No. And so you have to be confident enough to say, I'm turning it down.
Mm-hmm.
I am worth more. And if they want me, they'll come in with a good offer.
Yeah.
And 9 times out of 10, they will.
Okay.
Because you're the first choice, basically, for the most part.
Right.
And kaboom. Now, you're not going to be making a whole bunch of money, but a lot more than you would have had you stayed with minimum plus 10.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've definitely dodged a few bullets by not taking a job that I felt like I wasn't being offered enough for, or I felt like something was a little off with paperwork, maybe.
Was it ever an instance where you read the role and was just like, no?
Yeah. That's
Okay.
happened plenty of times, yeah.
Have you seen any of those roles? Like, have they ever come to life and you watched it and was like, oh, thank Christ, that's not me? Or to the other side, go, damn, that actually probably would have been fun if I knew it was going to be like this or whatever, you know?
I don't think I've ever, not that I can think of specifically, although I'm sure I did see something at some point that I was like, oh, thank God I didn't do that.
Mm-hmm.
But there's one project that I really wanted it. I really wanted it so bad. It was such a cool project.
Final redemption.
Yeah. That's real.
Just kidding.
No, that's real. But I can't even remember the name of the project anymore. But I wanted the project. Oh, I wanted it so bad. And the girl who got it ended up being the girl that I cast in Alter, Kia.
Oh, no way.
Wow.
Yeah. But I remember when I first saw the short film, oh man, did I hate her.
Oh, I
hated
bet.
her. I was like, oh man.
Well, that's honest.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
yeah.
did. I really was so mad. I was like, I don't know who she is, but I hate her. She's blonde and tall and beautiful, and I everything I'm not, you know. And she got the role, and she was so good. She was so good in it, and I was like, I couldn't have done that well.
So you give like
I props to her in every way. Tall, beautiful.
begrudging props.
Yeah, she's amazing in every way. And then when she came into audition, I was like, yeah, I'm not giving her the role. And then she did so
Wow.
good. She did so good. I was like, yeah, no, absolutely, it's yours. For
Wow.
sure.
So this happened before Alter then.
Mhm. Yeah. Oh, but I wanted that role so bad.
Did you ever tell her?
I don't think so. I mean, no, I don't think so. Although I've
She just
talked about
did.
it. Yeah, no, I've told this story before. Maybe that's why she doesn't talk to me anymore. No, I'm just kidding. I just have no. She actually, you know what she did? She like she reinvented herself and like changed her life and moved to Japan and worked for Disney.
What?
And she became like a complete gamer goth. So she does like the super. Yeah, she's again just as beautiful as you would think, you know, but has like the jet black hair, super white powdery skin. She, like the whole goth look with the piercings and stuff, the black lipstick. So yeah, so she totally reinvented herself. She's a whole different person now.
Interesting.
Yeah,
Wow.
yeah. It's crazy to think that I was like, oh my God, this girl, blue-eyed, blonde haired, and now she's like completely not.
Jeez.
Not at all.
And what's
So
her
people-
Instagram again?
Just in case.
Yeah, well, she's an Alter. If anyone wants to find her,
No, in Japan though.
yeah, I think she's still in Japan. I saw her. I mean, we're still Facebook friends, so like we're still friends. I was just joking, but I looked at her Facebook somewhat recently, and everything's in Japanese. So I was like, I don't know.
Oh, wow. She's just totally acclimated.
Yeah.
Well, you see, my adventure like that in the sense, I turned down a role, and a friend got it,
Hmm.
but that was with Russ Meyer. Remember?
Oh, you were talking about that.
Wow.
Yeah, I can't remember. I think it was Super Vixens because
That's
Oh,
it was
what?
Can
crazy.
you imagine?
Yeah,
Can
and,
you? Could you imagine
yeah.
Richard? and
Thank
Superman?
God Richard doesn't like buxom women.
No, no. That is not true, people out there.
It's like,
Especially you women folk.
Russ, this isn't going to be one of your boob pictures, is it?
God. I didn't know who he was. And
Oh,
when
really?
I met him, yeah, he was just, how can I put it? He wasn't your extremely attractive person either, you know.
Right.
He was a tall guy, you know, somewhat heavy set.
Oh, that's why we're doing this.
Most of us
And,
the pervs are.
And we did a reading and so forth. But I noticed around me, you know, there were pictures of scantily
Yeah.
dressed ladies, or. But it was interesting. He was a nice man.
Yeah.
And when I told him no, he said, "What? You're wasting my time." all the time."
You don't want to do what now?
Wow.
But he was.
No.
Oh fuck,
Good old Russ Meyer.
Russ.
Unbelievable. Well, I'm happy to say I auditioned for one role.
For Russ Meyer.
No. It's a little before my time. I wound up in a movie called Superbad, standing alongside Michael Cera.
I know someone who.
Oh,
I'm not gonna say who, but I also know someone who worked on that movie. I'm not gonna say who.
Oh, but see, mine was a joke. because I worked with this woman who actually goes, "You are so familiar." And I went, "Did we work somewhere before?" And she goes, "No, but you know who you look like?"
Let
And
me guess.
Immediately my heart sank and I'm like, "Oh God, who?" And she goes, "You look like the guy from Superbad."
Jonah Hill.
Yep.
Oh,
I-
now
and I
you
s-
tell me. Now I can't stop looking at you.
Yeah. And then I just kind of went, "Well, thank you for that." Go just sit back in my cubicle and let this place suck the rest of the soul out of me.
Jonah.
So you never want to be an actor?
I didn't aspire.
No.
No, but I acted a lot as a kid. I used to get up and do shit in front of the class, and
Yeah.
I was in talent shows and all that nonsense, and I didn't mind that attention. But as I got older, I was like, I'd rather be behind it. I'd rather just write the shit and let other people do it. If I'm gonna act at all, it'll be, your little Hitchcock cameo where I get thrown in the background somewhere and don't know how to walk, drink highlighter fluid, that kind of shit.
Why would anyone drink highlighter fluid?
It's kind of a weird.
It's a
thing,
true
but
story.
It is.
How many loaves of bread did you use?
Yeah, I know. He drank a highlighter,
I
like
did.
a marker.
Yeah.
Yeah, we had made it for another film, like a prop.
Oh, okay.
So we had dumped a highlighter in a bottle of water for a blacklight effect to be on set for this movie we were shooting. And then he had written a movie that we had done at the studio. He was supposed to knock back this drink and then like walk out of the bar.
Mm-hmm.
And we had put that in there, just set deck. And the actress grabbed it and poured it. And he drank the highlighter.
Yeah.
The real highlighter.
Yes.
So, I mean, again, my aspirations, that's all I wanted to do.
Yes.
So I got to check that box and now I never have to act again.
Yeah.
What color?
I don't know. It looked yellow.
Oh, it was bright yellow.
Yeah.
Right.
Because
bright
the cup it
neon
was
yellow.
in, it didn't look obvious to me. I don't
Well, I
know.
mean,
if it
you're
just-
you're
you know.
blasted with all kinds of lights. So
that's
you can't
true
really
too.
see
So I
anything.
mean, I didn't look at it like, what the fuck is this?
Yeah.
I just blasted it and found the story out like
Yeah,
10,
because they
10
had
years after the fact.
pink,
Yeah.
greenish,
Yeah.
turquoise, or
Yeah.
whatever.
No, I mean, I was a little concerned when I went to take a piss and it was like a lightsaber shot out of my dick.
True story.
I was like, wow.
You were there.
But it was
He
cool
had
though.
pictures.
It
Oh,
was
like
cool.
the light didn't work in the bathroom, and I was just kind of like, that's cool. I could see.
Yeah. Or when he was doing notes for a script, he would just
Oh, here's my line.
drag his dick across the paper.
Ay, ay, ay.
It only worked for
That's your line.
about a
I
week.
can't steal your joke. Well, getting back to you two.
Yeah. Any highlighter dick
Any
stories?
highlighter dick stories? No.
But no, honestly, that
Richard?
just to close mine thing off. That's
Thanks for tossing that. Well, no.
Well, I'm not equipped to answer that question.
No,
Richard, that one was for you.
No.
Well, I do have a question. How do you guys prepare for a role?
Ooh.
It depends on the role.
Really?
Well, yeah, because it could be a period piece. It could have an accent. It may be a different color, so you have to decide.
What do you mean different color? Like you be a black man?
Oh,
it's called blackface.
oh,
Richard Innegas in the Al Jolson story.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Um,
I can't be serious.
Hey, Ozzy, who do you want to play you in the biopic?
Denzel Washington.
Denzel Washington.
Biopic.
oh God, that made me die laughing. Ozzy is the funniest.
True.
Funniest. Oh my God.
Oh, yes.
When he said
He said
when
that. He wanted.
he was so serious, and they asked who he's gonna play, and he was like, I think it's Denzel Washington.
I want Denzel Washington. That's fucking awesome.
What a funny.
Preparation.
You're not like method, are you? or
No,
anything?
see, that's the thing. I don't have the training that most people would think, you had to have gone to these teachers and so forth, or to some university or some college. Well, I never did any of that. So, like anything else, when you learn on the job, you learn by doing, and you're watching other performers.
Yeah.
Mhm.
But I started in theater and then went immediately to television, live television,
Okay.
and then became then went into single camera, film.
Yeah.
But, for me, the most important part is my first reading of the screenplay, because I see it. It comes to life. And I see that character that I'm supposed to be playing. I see his pitfalls, where he's going, where he's, everything. And so it's ingrained in me now at that point.
Right.
Now I just have to learn the dialogue.
Right.
And for me, the only way I could learn it is by rote. You just stand there and repeat it over and over and over again. But after a while, you learn it during your blocking sessions and the rehearsal, because you're moving from here, from point A to point B on these lines.
Right.
Because you feel that and it feels comfortable, and then you just do it. And of course, the feedback from the other actor all of a sudden brings it all together.
Yeah.
And it just almost like osmosis. It just comes to you.
Well, you think maybe it didn't hurt you then, not having those skills?
No. I think if people want to go to school to learn something, then that's what they should do.
Right.
If I want to learn something, I go do it. I look for it.
Yeah.
I look for what I need, the tools, of course,
Right.
and then I build from there. I can't do anything other than acting.
Yeah. That's awesome.
I mean,
I didn't take the time to learn anything else.
Man, I feel that. Well, what about you?
So yeah, I guess it just depends on the role. Like I did one, it was like I think I told you guys about it, a Spanish Armenian TV show.
Yes.
That one, I had a dialect coach, and I had actual language coaches that were there the whole entire time to make sure I was saying everything correctly and pronouncing everything correctly, to the point where
in
they
both languages.
Yeah, well, not because Armenian. I speak Armenian fluently, but didn't speak a lick of Spanish. Well, I spoke a little Spanish, but I didn't speak very much Spanish. I was very, very lucky to get the role, but they were like, "Don't worry about it. Everyone on set speaks Spanish. We're all going to teach you. You're gonna be pronouncing things just fine. If you already speak Armenian, you have a dialect, so you can switch."
Right.
They had me read a couple lines, and they were like, "Yeah, you can do it. You're fine." So they cast me for this role, and that was probably the hardest time I had memorizing lines, because I didn't quite. There was the language barrier. So
there was no one like feeding you lines?
No. Feeding me lines.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you can get the verbal.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I thought you meant like while I was shooting. I was
No,
like,
just
like Steve Chase?
phonetically.
No.
Just phonetically.
Not at first. At first, they would just give me the script, and I would run through it and just memorize everything. I would memorize it forwards, and I'd memorize it backwards. So all the words backwards as well for every single.
I didn't take the time to do that.
No, I only did that in the ones where I had to speak another language.
Yeah, well, that, they say, what is it? When you learn it, I just had the word when you were talking, but like one of my favorite actors, it was Toshiro Mifune, who was a Japanese actor who did all of Kurosawa's movies and so
That's
forth.
so
Just
cool.
incredible. He did a movie in Mexico playing a Mexican.
Really?
Yeah, it was called Animas Trujano, and phonetically. He
Okay.
learned his lines phonetically.
Yeah.
And Japanese and Spanish are very close because the vowels are all the same.
Yeah, I could see that.
Yeah. So like any Romance language, the vowels will always be the same. So it's easier for you to learn French or Italian, Romanian, that kind of thing. And I'm pretty sure maybe Armenian as well. So those are the kind of things that you need in terms of a tool, because accents are important. And I find that hard sometimes to do.
Oh, yeah. There was a woman, like, oh gosh, it's been so many years. But again, I know we're Facebook friends still. But she was right next to me with the script, right here, right next to me, feeding me the lines properly. And if I said anything wrong, she was like, "No, this way, say it this way," over and over and over again, up until the very moment we were shooting. Like, she was right there the whole time we were shooting. So, I mean, there was definitely a hired professional there to make sure I was doing the dialect and pronouncing all the words correctly, because they took it very seriously. They were trying to sell it to Telemundo. I believe they did. They just shelved it after that.
When we go downstairs, please, Tina, say something to me in Spanish.
Taco.
Oy.
I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
Be still my heart.
Tacos, burritos. No, I'm just kidding.
Because
Authentic.
otherwise,
Yeah,
Tina was on set
salsa.
like arrivederci,
No, I'm just kidding. I remember,
gorlami.
man, I can't remember any of my lines. It was so long ago. I was a baby. I was like 24. That was like 10 years ago.
Jesus Christ, 24.
A baby.
10 years ago.
Baby
A
Tina.
baby Tina.
Neutrogena Tina.
Less. It was great though. It was a lot of fun. That was the first time I'd ever had a lot of like silicone and weird,
Whoa. What's going on here?
Hold on.
Okay.
A lot of silicone and stuff for my eyeball. They gave me a prosthetic, big swollen
Is
fat
this the
eye.
one you were telling me about the prosthetic not too long ago?
Yeah. What is it? What they put on? I don't know if it's prosthetic. It's something else. Is it?
It has to be a prosthetic.
Well,
They
yeah.
glue it to your.
God, what? I forget exactly what it was, but
It's
something. Yeah.
It's a silicone prosthetic.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what it was.
And all you had to do was smack your forehead.
She's
with
looking for the word.
Dios
She's looking for the
mío.
word appliance.
I don't know.
Oh
if
yes,
that's what I was-
yes.
That's what it is. It's
But
an
you know,
appliance.
getting back to the idea of how to absorb lines and so
Yeah.
forth and make them your own. You know, I don't want anybody in the audience thinking that you'll never be able to do that. You know, because that's the first thing that people say about being an actor. Oh, I
Right.
can't memorize all of that. I even said that when I first started
Yeah.
because I didn't realize that actors had to learn their lines.
Right.
I just thought they made it up as they went along,
Yeah.
you know, like an improvisation until I started learning how
Yeah.
to do it. But you know what happens? The more you start into it, and that's what acting classes are all about because they do these exercises and so forth. It's a muscle. You start picking up things a lot quicker than you ever did before.
Right.
So this is why I always bring up the Meisner method, because that is literally the Meisner method.
People
is-
swear by it.
Yeah, if you basically do it, you actually described it earlier, just a few minutes ago. You memorize the line, you do it over and over and over and over again until you memorize the line, and then the next step in the Meisner method is to use one other person to do it with you. So you do the line back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, and eventually you play off of the person and you start to say it a little differently. And then by the time you get to shooting it, you've already done it 7 bajillion times. So it's more natural. You're able to really just go off of the person's chemistry because that line is fully ingrained in your head at this point. You couldn't forget it to save your life.
Right.
So it's there. You've done it with the person. It's like a 3-step thing.
And this seems
together.
extremely draining too, though.
It does, but I could see how that would.
Yeah.
I mean,
Well, when you're doing it on your own,
Yeah. When
You
you're
know.
doing it with someone else, when you're in a scene with someone else,
Yeah.
it's easier
Yeah.
to play off of them.
Yeah.
And it becomes really fun because the whole point is you make it a game where you say it exactly the same. You try to not be different at all.
right.
And then
yeah,
You
it's
change
funny.
it.
Because you don't know
Yeah.
the energy you're going to have coming back.
That's true. That's
You
true.
know.
And that I was going to get into that because I did a police story, a 2-hour police story, right? And Gregory Sierra, whom many of us know, he passed away already, but Puerto Rican actor who was on Red Fox's show as the Puerto Rican
Yes.
guy. you know?
Yeah.
And so we're doing, it's late now. And that's the thing about these shows. We were on the set now because you do all your exteriors first. You try to, and you keep your interiors later in case it rains and so forth. So we're doing this scene. And then I couldn't help myself. I started laughing. I'm looking at this gentleman who I've known for years, right? And we're acting because that's what we're doing the scene. He's the bad guy. I'm the good guy. And I start cracking up. And then the director would yell, cut, cut, cut. Rich, what's the matter? So he's doing Bogart.
Oh, wow.
because he started doing that, you know, with the lip and so.
Oh, my gosh.
And it just took me aback. I started laughing my butt off, and the director was confused. Gregory was confused. I don't think he did it on purpose. He better not have.
Wow.
But
pretty funny.
it got to the point where I could not do the scene. And the director says, look, we're going to take 5. You've never heard in a movie that they're going to take 5 because the actors can't stop laughing.
Oh.
Well, that's what they did. And I walked out and I thought, maybe I am tired.
Yeah.
Maybe, you know. So I went out there and took, okay, I'll breathe. Come back. And he does the same thing. I was like, It never happened to me before.
Little did
Wow.
Richard know that the guy was trying to get him fired.
Well, they would fire him first
Yeah.
because they had too much film on me by that time.
That's
because I
funny.
was starring in this thing.
Oh.
But it was just hilarious, believe me. You don't want to be in that situation. Oh, and so here's another one on that same movie, right? I'm now with another bad guy, and we're sitting in a bar, and he's a coyote, Mexican coyote,
Okay.
you know, and I'm an undercover cop. So we're sitting in this bar, and it's in a booth, and we're 50-50, meaning the camera is, you know, has both of us,
Yeah.
and the audio, you'll see our profiles. Well, as we're doing this scene, we rehearsed it to do it the way it was being done. The gentleman opposite me starts pivoting towards camera, meaning he's opening himself up. So at the camera now, it's not a 50-50 anymore. It's my profile with him looking away from me and towards camera. So now people can see, oh, he's stealing the scene is what he's doing. Now, the thing, crazy thing about this, that guy was one of my teachers. When I first started, I got a crash course in acting for 3 weeks, and he was one of the teachers.
No way.
Wow.
So now who's starring in this thing?
Yeah.
Moi, right?
Yeah.
So I watch him do what he's doing, and I know what he's doing now. I've been acting quite a while at that time. And I start, and then I start going in the opposite direction, and I'm looking totally away from the camera, and the director goes bananas. He's, cut! What are you guys doing? What are you doing? Richard says, and me, the squealer, right? He's stealing the scene. And the director says, he's what? Well, did you see him? Didn't you see him? We're standing, we're both 50-50, and he starts turning towards the camera, and I'm shocked. I can't have him do that.
Wow.
I know, it was a stupid move, but everybody was laughing at that point.
Oh my God, that's hilarious.
And the guy who was the other actor, my friend, my teacher, right?
Yeah.
He looks at me, he says, fuck it.
Wow.
Because he got caught, you know.
Yeah.
He didn't think I was going to say anything. Or do
Oh, my
anything. But I felt it was so childish, though, at that point, you know.
I mean, there seems to be a lot of that on set.
Oh, yeah. You said something that reminded me of a story. That's why earlier I was like, oh, because there was a movie I did where they shot too much of me, and they had a hard time shooting the rest of the film without me there.
Oh, wow.
They had to have me sign a contract where they basically only used the back of my head for the rest of the movie, and they cast another girl to play me. It was the craziest thing in the
Holy
world.
shit.
Oh, my. Is that real?
And that's
Yeah.
out too now, right?
I think so, yeah.
El
mean-
Tuna?
I don't know. I said that.
It's El Tuna.
Did you hear him? I heard him.
I said that's out too.
too.
That's out
Right?
now
That-
too,
the,
right?
the movie's out, right?
All
The
wow.
movie is out.
Well,
Oh, fuck.
jeez.
Yeah.
Wow.
The movie is out. Yeah. It made it out.
So basically,
So
you guys
if
are.
we go see the film,
Yeah.
we're just going to see the back of your head.
Yeah. And then every time I turn around, it's a different girl. But it's
Oh,
the back
my.
of my head every time.
But wasn't there more to that story?
Yeah, because I moved down here and I told them, hey, can you just give me a contract and gas money? That's
Well,
it. They
pay
weren't
me.
even paying
Just
me.
pay me
Yeah, they weren't
to
even
drive
paying me.
5 hours.
Yeah, but they were flying in other actors from different states. So I was like, can I just get gas money, please?
And then you go back home?
Yeah, because I was living here
Oh,
and they
oh.
were shooting in Fresno. So
Oh.
I was like, can I just get
Just
like,
wanted
I
a
don't know, like
contract.
$75 or something? Just something to say that you'll give me $75 at the end of the shoot just to drive back and forth. Like, I don't need a place to stay. I could just stay with my mom.
Hmm.
But they said, nope. They said, here, sign this so we can use your image and your voice to promote the film without ever paying you. And I said, you know what? I don't mind because karma's going to get you. So
It
I'm gonna
has
let
because I
karma
mean,
get
where
you.
are these people?
Karma did. That was a terrible
Yeah, karma got
movie.
them. That
That
whole
was
group.
another one where I was like, oh, I dodged that one.
I
just
can't
then.
wait to tell you about this group after.
Please do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I would have been a hard actress to work with anyways on that shoot because it wasn't in the script originally, but then they added scenes where the girl, my character, would have had to go inside of Avocado Lake and I was not going inside of Avocado Lake. There's no way. You can't pay me any money in the world to go inside of that lake. So just not doing it. So
I wouldn't either.
yeah.
I don't want any avocados up my, you know what?
Ass.
Yes, that's
Yeah.
right.
Yeah. Nope.
I tried to tell you, avocados, man.
He doesn't like avocados.
Jace hates avocados, guys.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
So I wouldn't go into avocado.
Yeah.
Lake.
My dad actually worked as a ticket taker at Avocado Lake, and he was like, do not go in Avocado Lake. So I was like, okay.
Is
well,
there
that's it.
Is there a story?
Where
behind
is it?
why?
It's in on the outskirts of Fresno. It's a very dangerous lake. A lot of people die there. A lot of people die, and not to mention, I mean, there's lakes in the Fresno area that you should go to that are safe to go to, like Millerton Lake and Lost Lake and Shaver Lake and Dinky Creek. I mean, I could name them. I could go on and on
Have
and
you
on.
guys been to Isabella Lake?
No,
No.
it sounds beautiful.
It does.
It is.
I went there to look at a house that I was thinking of buying, right?
Mm-hmm.
And it's up on a hill. And it's like Hippieville. I mean, everybody,
Free love.
hippies. And you can see the lake. The lake is just beautiful out in this area. And then they tell you about the monster that lives in the lake.
Cream-colored man.
Mm-hmm.
And I think it's something, the way it was expressed was like a brontosaurus. Now, how can you hide a brontosaurus?
So you got a Loch Ness
Yeah,
kind of thing going
a
on
Loch Ness
here.
thing. And apparently some of the stories are just incredible.
Really?
Yeah. And people would see it by accident, of course, they'd see it and it's out of the water, but usually under a lamp, the street lamps. And so they're looking at this thing and it's there. There have been no incidents of people getting hurt or anything like that. I think I can't remember now, but yeah, it was an amazing stories. It took me aback.
Where's this at?
Isabella Lake.
Isabella Lake.
We're gonna have to look this up.
Yeah, it's
On it.
Yeah. So lakes in general have a lot of weird stories. I know where this is going to be able to help segue into what Richard and I are going to have going on next, but Avocado Lake was a weird one because it had this weird, like, what are they called? The little, the tunnel, the whirlpool.
Funnels, the whirlpool.
Yeah, it had one of those in a certain
Eek.
part of it. So that's what was
Whoa.
actually like dragging people down and killing people.
Of course.
So it wasn't so much like a scary monster, but of course the locals have made up a lot of stories about that kind of stuff. Not to mention that TV show I did, Paranormal Central.
Mm-hmm.
We went out there to interview people who lived around Avocado Lake, and pretty much every single person that lived in that area says that they have seen some sort of unidentified flying object in that area.
Okay.
Everyone. Not just like, one or two people. Every single person in that area says that they've looked up and seen weird spaceships and weird things going on.
From
Just
that
weird-
lake?
Mhm.
From that
Everyone who lives in that area.
wow.
That's wild.
Yeah. I wish I remembered their names, but again, it's all documented.
Love a good lake monster.
Yeah. I love a good weird paranormal story
I do.
or
Done with the cryptozoology.
yeah, absolutely. And conspiracy theories and fun science,
Are you sure you two are actors?
sci-fi. I like sci-fi.
Are you sure you guys are actors?
Are you talking to me? Are you talking to me?
I like a little fi in my sigh.
Are you talking to me?
Holy shit balls.
Okay.
That was my Robert De Niro.
Oh,
Come
was
on,
that who that
come
was?
on.
It's Roberto De Niro.
Roberto Dinero, not Dinero.
You talking to me,
Danilo.
man?
I have a question.
Yeah. What?
No.
No? All right.
All right, well, that's it then.
You have a question?
See you guys.
What's your favorite part?
Oh boy. You know, I'm hemming and hawing because I really, I've been lucky to have had work in this industry, you know, because it's there's no guarantee you come in and you're going to have an opportunity to actually work
Right.
with another actor that you respect,
Yeah.
that you're actually in a scene. I did that with Lloyd Bridges, Robert Mitchum, Robert Wagner. I mean, I can go on and on, Anthony Quinn, and I go, I actually had dialogue with these guys. I was an actor.
That's amazing.
I was a contender, you know. So
Big time, for real.
So
though.
there, but you know, you stop to think about that, and of all of the different things that I have done, I have no idea. You know,
About what a favorite thing is.
that could be it.
Yeah.
Yeah, because then you break it down. What is a favorite thing when it comes to a performance?
Mm-hmm.
I guess if anything, it's going to be the story. And to me, the most complex, if I was going to say, was Police Story.
Okay.
Mm.
I did
Hmm.
a 2-hour police story called A River of Promises,
Mm.
which was interesting because it was called American Me first.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, Floyd Mutrix had done American Me when he was at Paramount, apparently. But Michael Mann had written this one, called it American Me, but then later had to change the title
Yeah.
to A River of Promises.
So this is the police story. This would be the one with Dennis Farina, then, right?
No, I didn't work with Dennis Farina.
No?
No,
But is this the same show?
No. This is
Because that was a Michael Mann show.
This was an anthology.
Okay. Okay.
What was that guy's name? That police officer, Wambo, Joseph Wambo created the series, and when I did it back, that was the first iteration of the series, and everybody that was anybody did something on that show. Everybody
Sure.
wanted to be there. Then they did not a recreation, but another season, several seasons later, a different time. I didn't work on that one.
Okay.
But, I did 3 police stories.
Wow.
And my favorite of those was with Robert Forster. Yeah, great guy.
Big fan of Forrester.
So we have a scene with Barbara Luna, the 3 of us.
Okay.
But my wife was on the set that day. We had lunch, and then I wanted to introduce her to Robert, so I go over there. Opens the door, says, "Come on in." And he's smoking a joint. And he goes, "You want to hit?" I said, "Sure." I wasn't going to turn him down, right? So I take a hit, and my wife didn't want it. And we had to go on set. They called us. "Okay, boys, let's go." And now it's hitting me. Oh no, this anxiety is going through my whole body. All of a sudden, everything is amplified. And I'm going to have to do this scene with Robert Forster, Barbara Luna, myself, and we're standing there I'm going, how am I going to do this? Well, you just do what you got to do, right? And it worked. It worked.
That's
Wow. That's hilarious.
Gonna have to watch this episode.
Yeah, but don't ever take a hit off a joint before a scene. It's ridiculous.
Oh my gosh, for real.
Robert
He
Forster's
did
just
fine,
like-
of course.
Yeah.
He's like,
He's
"What?"
very slow. Yeah, what do you call that? Lackadaisical about?
Very,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah,
That's what I liked about him. He's got a very devil may care
exactly.
attitude in
Exactly.
his movies, and
I probably look like a deer in the headlights.
I gotta see this. Yeah,
I know.
Yay.
What about you?
My favorite project that I've ever
No,
done?
just like your favorite part of this whole process, like all of it.
Oh, you didn't say that.
Yes, I did.
No, you said the part. That's why.
No, I said your favorite.
Yeah.
What's your favorite part of this whole
Well,
experience?
We thought you
Like-
meant like your favorite part,
Oh,
like
role.
your part,
Yeah,
like
yeah.
your role.
I didn't hear the
acting
rest of that.
parlance.
Yeah. Okay, well then.
All right, well, shut up, Tina. We
Yeah.
gotta go back to
Yeah, go back to Richard.
No.
I want to hear
please.
Richard's answer.
No, I'm too high. I'm too high right now.
Well, my favorite role I think was probably The Shift because I got to do a lot of. I felt like real acting for
Yeah.
me. That I was like, oh, I get to really be in character because I'm scared. I'm gonna lose my life. I have to cry. I have to really be in character, and I had to cry for hours.
Oof.
That was the scene where they were feeding me the steak. So it was just, I had to sit there crying and crying and crying. And every single time they call cut, I would go blow, because I get really snotty. So I go blow my nose and I'm disgusting and just my face is wet and just gross. And everyone will come up to me and be like, "Are you okay?" I'm like, "Yeah, no, I'm totally fine. I'm having the best time of my life. This is the best day ever. It's my birthday. I'm doing exactly what I want to be doing." And they're
That's
like,
awesome.
"Okay, if you're okay." But I cried for probably like, I don't know, a good 6 hours. We were there for a while, like 12 hours. So I cried for like half of it. And then the next day, my eyes were swollen shut.
Oh man.
Shut. I didn't know that was a thing that happened. So now I know if I ever have to cry on camera, I'm going to get the ice cooling packs to put on my face. But I like
Yeah.
that. I like that people
Well,
have always.
How did you get there? How did each time because you walk away from the scene, you come back to the scene. How do you stay within that area that you can conjure up the tears?
So I used to, because I'm a psychopath, and I really wanted to be an actor. I wanted it more than anything in the world. My dad would always tell me, there's no way you can be an actor because you're not a crazy person. You have to be able to switch it on and off like a light switch, you know? You can't, you're psych, you're crazy. You got to be crazy in order to do something like that. And I would always think that, like, okay, well then I guess I'm just crazy because I will have to sit there and practice. So I would literally, I had a walk-in closet at one point in my life. I would walk into my closet. I had a mirror, and I would sit in the closet with the door shut in front of my mirror and just practice facial expressions. I'd record myself so I could hear my voice, and I would just cry. I would just sit there and make myself cry. And it got to the point where I'm just a crybaby now, because anything will trigger my emotions
You
now.
broke the
I
dam.
practiced too hard, and now I'm a big crybaby. So now it's too easy to cry for me.
Me too.
Yeah, I can cry.
I think
Crying
it's
is not a
wild.
problem.
Yeah.
Because I see that. To me, I give mad respect to people who could cry on camera because there's no
Yeah.
way.
Just cry on command.
Oh,
Yeah.
That's what I mean. Like, it's just, that's what I'm fascinated by.
But you know, if you, as far as I'm concerned, this is where writers come in.
Okay.
It's on paper.
Yeah, if it's
And every time I hit that point, I will, because the character's supposed to,
Mhm.
but it tells you why, and it stays with you, and the next thing you know, it's
Well,
pouring out of you.
I guess I can understand if it's well written.
Yes.
And you went for the ride.
Well, it's TV. Come on.
It'll affect you. You know.
It's TV. Come
But
on.
it's
We have to fight for it.
But it's just
But
yeah.
you're right. No, you're right.
I can't wrap my head around it. Like I wouldn't know how to.
Yeah.
Well, instead of the guys recording a proper outro for this long-ass show, they hired me to do it. Smart. So tune in next week for the conclusion.